75th Hunger Games!
Ready to work?
There she is, Captain 17!
Witam Państwa z Leicester Square, serca filmowego Londynu. 4 kina dookoła, a w środku mały skwer, na którym dziś rozwinięto czerwony dywan. Okrągły jak arena głodowych igrzysk z filmu Igrzyska śmierci w pierścieniu ognia. Za chwilę przejdą po nim gwiazdy filmu. Laureatka Oscara Jennifer Lawrence, Stanley Tucci, Donald Sutherland, Jenna Malone, Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth i wielu innych. Zobaczymy, kto podejdzie do naszego stanowiska.
You understand that whatever I do, it comes back to you and Mom. I don't want you to get hurt.
What is your favorite part of it?
I have some really good scenes and really, I think, important for the whole movie, you know, kind of me, you know, telling Katniss that I'm going to be there for her and that our family, you know, everything's still going to be okay, whatever happens.
The tributes are to be reaped from the existing pool of victors.
Katniss!
I get to say goodbye.
Katniss!
Being an inhabitant of capital is pretty cool thing. How do you like all the dresses or the makeup, all this stuff do you have?
It's amazing. It's a lot of fun to be in a world where there's so much glamour, and the futuristic element is just great to play with. And it's great to see such amazing creative artists in the makeup and hair and wardrobe department play with so much imagery.
Are you so technically skilled, you know, in your private life as in the movie?
I could take that camera apart right now, spread it out on the floor, and reassemble it before your very eyes. If it weren't raining, and you know, if it weren't for that, I would do that right now. I'm reasonably handy, but you know, BT's like a Tesla disciple. You know, he's on another level. You know.
Why do you believe this movie is so big?
I think there's some universal themes really wonderfully presented by Suzanne Collins in these books. The world that she's created is dystopian, but it looks a lot like our world. And the issues that people are facing are similar to issues that a lot of people, you know, around the world are facing. Challenges to family, challenges to security, unfortunately. There's an examination of war and the consequences of war, and you know, too many of us are going through that, although we in America are not experiencing that to the extent that we should as a society at war. So the opportunity for people to step into this world and follow the mythic journey of this strong woman at the center is very compelling.
Last time we met, it was on the Sucker Punch premiere.
Yes, I know, I
here in
remember
Red
you.
Carpet.
You're so intense. Let's go. What do you got? What do you got this time?
Do you ever get used to these crowds and this you know, fans' reaction?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? They're so cute. Like, doesn't it just break your heart? Like, it's literally, they're the sweetest, cutest, most passionate fans I've ever met in my life. And I'm so fortunate and lucky to be a part of this fandom, you know?
You came to this movie in the second part. How important was it for you to get there? And why?
To get there? Oh, well, the Catching Fire for me was my favorite book of the series. So to be able to step in at that point was incredible. And Joanna Mason was my favorite character. So to be able to portray her, and I just loved her so much, and get all of her nuances and all of her, you know, depth and reality and insecurity, it was really important to me. So I was very fortunate that Frances said yes, you know?
What was the most interesting, the most important for you in this movie, and was the greatest fun?
For me, the most important scene for me was when Katniss and Peeta are trying to decide whether or not to leave the pack or stay with them. I thought it was a very heartfelt scene. You know, I thought it was really fun to film. And the one that was the most fun, I don't know, for me, any of the scenes were all together with the cast, because we're always having fun between the takes and just goofing around. So any big scenes with the whole group, that's the best for me.
There are not many strong and interesting female characters, and I believe you recently get all of them. How does it happen?
I paid a lot of people off. I don't know, I've just been very lucky.
How did your life change after the Oscar?
It really hasn't. I'm sorry to disappoint everybody.
Remember who the real enemy is.